Hey, Missouri City, it is Dr. Anderson at Life Essentials Chiropractic. Guys, today I want to give you 3 important tips that I give to all my people who are desk workers, stuck at a computer. Some people in my office even are on multiple screens. But this also applies to our kids. You know, phone. I remember a time where school was on books. Today, school is on tablets or phones or computers. And then what do they do for fun afterwards? They play video games on their computer, or they're like this all day on their phone. Hopefully it's just not my kids, but I imagine you see it at home too. So this applies to all these situations, but this is so critical, guys. A lot of people, yes, you realize you get tension in your neck muscles, you get tightness between your shoulder blades. In severe cases, you might even start getting pain or numbness or tingling down your arms and hands falling asleep from nerve compression in your neck. People get headaches, they even get brain fog because they get decreased input from their spine into their brain. It actually slows brain function. It can affect mood, it can affect anxiety, sleeping, energy, all sorts of things. Because what you got to realize, guys, is it's not just about joints and muscles that are tight and even discs over time that become damaged from postural changes. There is a normal anatomical alignment to this curve shape in our neck where your head should be upright over your body. That is because your brain communicates through the spinal cord like a C shape down through the nerve roots with communication to every cell, organ, and tissue in your entire body. So this is really important, guys. And research shows that over time, having segments of our spine that are not moving properly or that are dysfunctional, or even over time, that curve can start to shift forward. And we literally get stuck in shape like that. Even when we're looking up, the inside becomes shaped improperly. That's a huge cause of disc compression and damage to the discs. It creates irritated nerves. It affects our global neurologic health. You even get up to 20% decrease in your prefrontal cortex from brain activity. The prefrontal cortex affects so many things in our health, guys. I made a separate video about that if you're interested in that. So this is so important. So the tips for today, we want to make sure that we're decreasing the stress on the neck, the spine, the muscles, the disc, but especially on the nerve system. And there's some simple things that I have people do that cumulatively, little by little, 1 hour by hour, day by day, 5 days a week, 30 days in a month can make a huge difference. Just these little tweaks, little by little over time. One of them is my personal workstation. I recommend you try to have a standing desk, right? So I got this on Amazon for $120 several years ago. And it's really helped me in my spine and my health because I realized it was affecting me sitting and doing desk work a lot, right? So it's pretty small, it's pretty easy. It sits right on top of any desk. It has a adjustable handle where you can make it customize any height. If you want to sit for a while, that's okay. But try to stand as much as you can. Have an upright workstation. Try to be here in control with your head over your shoulders. You can be at your workstation here and take a lot of stress off the spine. So that's one tip. Another tip I have for desk workers is if you just simply set an alarm on your phone, even if it's just once per hour, and I'm not even talking about 10 minutes, literally 60 to 90 seconds per hour, set a recurring alarm where it goes off and you just simply stand up and you offload pressure off the compressed, prolonged, sustained posture on the spinal joints, the muscles, the disc. Over time, cumulatively, it will add up to take a lot of burden off. Move around, stretch for just 60 to 90 seconds, and then you go right back to work. And I'm gonna take you out to our rehab area and show you one more tip that we give to our members. And this is something that's a secret that a lot of people might not have, but it's so easy that anybody can implement. All right, guys, so we're over here in our rehab area. So I want to talk to you about something called full body wobble chair exercises. So this is a wobble chair that we have in the office, and we have a home version that all of our practice members get. And I always recommend that they take it to work with them if they have a desk job and they have to sit a lot. There's even schools that are being sponsored that have full body inflatable wobble cushions now for all their classrooms because they realize that the movement learning pathways are stimulated much more effectively for brain and learning development and sharp cognition whenever you have motion for kids throughout the school. So simple tips, you want to think about there's 6 planes of motion. There's a front, a back motion, there's a side to side motion, and there's actually a rotation motion in your spinal column. So you could do this with a core ball, but it works way better when you have the right fulcrum to pivot on, that's why I recommend the wobble cushions, right? So the one key is just you want to get the whole spine moving front to back in this motion, kind of at a quick, smooth, continuous pace. Get your shoulder blades kind of going in and out a little bit, get a little bit extension in your neck. The next movement is gonna be side to side, as if I'm gonna touch my elbow to my hip bone, and my head and shoulders go one way. I'm gonna touch this chair the other way. I'm gonna go side to side to side. I'm also gonna plant my feet, sit up tall, not slouching. You wanna be up in full rotation, side to side. You can do 20 to 30 reps of these. And the other thing that's great about the wobble cushion is you can't slouch. What happens little by little over time is you start off nice, and then you get busy, and you gradually just little by little end up here, right? And before you know it, you're there for 2 hours, you don't even think about it. So this forces you to have awareness, and it keeps, even if you're not doing the exercise, it keeps always just a little bit of constant motion throughout the spine. And guys, that little bit of constant motion and sustained upright posture can make all the difference between maintaining your spinal nervous system and protecting us from the work we do every day.